Hello everybody and welcome to the SummerSlam 2023 predictions. We are TMOF Wrestling. I am Russ.
I am Ash, the king of predictions, mother.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to start to change now we're in the latter part of the year.
We're halfway through the year, technically, aren't we?
Oh, we're over halfway through. This is the 8th month.
I mean,
Of 12.
But it feels like there's times when it feels like there's been a long gap between doing predictions. And the amount of shows we've done.
Yep. That is true. SummerSlam, WWE SummerSlam, one of the big four, is taking place from Ford Field in Detroit. The first event there. Is it the first event there since Mania 23?
The first time they've been in that building since Mania 23, and the first time in Detroit since 93 SummerSlam. So maybe if Seth wins by count out, he'll get a balloon parade.
Oh, legs. We are here to give you the predictions. Our scores are on the doors, as you've already seen. There's not too much in it, so, you know, this could be depend on how much we differ in opinion, but we're about to find out.
Yeah.
SummerSlam, of course, we're going to have the main event of Tribal Combat. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, another chapter in the Bloodline saga. And they could label it whatever they wanted to. I think we're all just excited for it.
I'm very excited for this match.
Yeah, but there's a lot of exciting matches on the card. Let's go through them. We'll start with, I think, the Women's Championship. So Asuka will look to defend against Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. This is for the WWE Women's Championship. So who have we got in this one?
Asuka.
Yeah, I've got Asuka.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be one of those really great matches that we've had with the women triple threats in the past. Like the one that surprised me the most was that Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Carmella one from like 5 years ago.
I mean, this for me is a big one anyway because Bianca and Charlotte's one of those matchups I want to see. I think potentially they might hold off on the one-on-one until WrestleMania.
I like to think so.
But I think we're definitely going to get that somewhere down the road. Now, obviously, Charlotte does have a good track record for triple threats, so she definitely is a dark horse here.
This is one thing that's worrying me. But she's like, what, 14-time champion?
Yeah.
In a minute.
I do think I'm going to stick with Asuka, but I think the finish could be that Charlotte does the damage and Asuka gets either the pinfall or the submission on Bianca.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know.
But either way, this is it's definitely potential to be a match of the night. So
yeah,
and I'm pretty into it.
And it's unfortunately that this is the only women's title match on the card because obviously Rhea and Raquel didn't have enough time to build. But it's not the only women's match on the card, is it?
No. Which I suppose is a good segue into what we'll do next then. So we do have a match that I've personally been waiting for a long time, which is Shayna Baszler taking on Ronda Rousey in a grudge match. It will be contested under MMA rules.
Yes. So I don't know if it's going to be in a cage. I don't know if it's going to be like the ring, like the old Pride style, but we'll see what happens.
I think I'm anticipating more of a ring, just because if it was in a cage, they could have just done Fight Pit.
They could have done Fight Pit, and it's not. Well, we've got Extreme Rules until like a few months away because the next show I think after this is Payback.
Yes, the Fight Pit last year we had Extreme Rules between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. So
featuring Daniel Cormier, who is not the special guest referee for this show.
But yeah, this is. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I hope that this has got some legs to kind of go for a while. But I've never really been a fan of worked MMA. No. So. Not that I've not been a fan of MMA, I like MMA, but worked MMA, I'm not really too into it. So we'll see. That's not to I'm not going to go into it with like low expectations or anything. It's just that, like I said, I've really, really wanted this matchup for a long time.
Yeah. And
I do think it will deliver. They know each other well, so hopefully there'll be some good chemistry there. But more than anything, as a fan, you just want to enjoy the show, don't you? So. And
I hope, and it's not a dig on AEW, I hope it's not like the Wardlow, Jake Hager one, where they're doing like hurricanranas, and you don't do that in MMA. I hope they make it look as legit MMA as they can, because obviously these two sparred together.
Yeah.
So they must know how to like.
I think they're not going to be as afraid of kind of getting a bit rough, are they? So yeah, I'm going to go with though Shayna Baszler to win this one.
I'm going for Ronda Rousey.
Ooh,
even though there are rumours that Ronda's going soon, this might be her last match. I'm just going for Ronda.
Next up, I think we should go for what's basically going to be a highlight reel from start to finish.
Gunther and Drew.
It's going to be Logan Paul taking on Ricochet. So this is going to be, there's going to be a lot of replays in this.
Yeah. I've got the idea that they're going to do the Ospreay Ricochet opening in the beginning of this match, with
to reenact
they reenacted the superhero pose.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm better looking forward to this because it's gonna be like insane spot. It's gonna kind of be like the flippy stuff that Ricochet's tag partner will not like. Old Braun Strowman.
Poor old Braun.
The flippy floppy.
I think this is going to be, well, it is the flippy floppy match of the night, isn't it? But they've done a good job of kind of like building this little kind of rivalry here between the two of them. Since the Royal Rumble, they had that big spot together. They had the huge, insane Spanish Fly in the Money in the Bank match, amongst other things. I am actually going to go with Logan Paul to win this one.
I'm going for Ricochet for this one.
Okay.
I think he personally needs it more than Logan. I know Logan hasn't won since last year's SummerSlam against The Miz.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, we'll see though, but I'll go with Logan Paul.
And you get him in his prime. What's next?
I think next up we should go for the Intercontinental Championship. We're going to see Gunther look to retain against Drew McIntyre, who of course returned at Money in the Bank in London, putting the rumours to bed that he potentially wouldn't be re-signing with the company and everything else. So this is going to be, obviously this is the first time that these two are going to really kind of like lock horns since WrestleMania in that incredible triple threat.
And it's the first time they're doing a one-on-one together.
First time one-on-one together.
I think.
Anyway. I do think that I've got to go with Gunther. And it's kind of begrudging, but what sways it for me is that he's very, very close to breaking Honky Tonk Man's streak. So as of today, I think he'll be
418, 19, something like that.
419 days. As of today, obviously August 5th.
And Honky Tonk Man was 454.
Yeah, he's so close. Yeah.
And WWE have a history now of making like long title reigns that break the record. We had like New Day with the tag titles.
Well, the Usos now, but
yeah, then the Usos broke that, and you've had Roman with like 1,000 days, which hasn't been done for a long time.
We're both going to go for that then. Daring General
Gunther.
But
I won't be upset if Drew wins.
No. Well, I think that probably should tie us nicely into the Slim Jim Battle Royal.
The 25-man Battle Royal.
The announced names so far are LA Knight.
Yeah.
Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke Nakamura, Otis, I suppose now still.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, Karrion Kross, Grayson Waller, Matt Riddle, Santos Escobar, AJ Styles, and The Miz. Out of those names, I'd have to pick LA Knight.
Yeah.
It's a bit dangerous picking LA Knight at the moment, though, obviously, because you think they're going to sort of kickstart him in that direction, then it doesn't happen. I know that the big kind of overall talk online and things like that is that they're burying LA Knight. That's not true. They're not burying LA Knight. He's on TV every week.
Yeah.
He was a manager, a year ago or whatever it was. So they're not burying him, but he is. But there's other things in place. Like he doesn't fit into the Bloodline story. You can't put him into Seth Rollins. It's not on the same. Well, not that it stopped him before, but it's not on the same brand.
No.
Then and the US title. Again, there's different stories at play. I think we've just got to be patient and enjoy what's coming out of all these other storylines, because as good as the Bloodline stuff is, there is other good stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to go LA Knight still, just because I think it's an easy name to just latch onto for this one. It is.
I think everyone, it's kind of like with Money in the Bank. Everyone's going to go for LA Knight.
Although I should have switched it and went Damian Priest. I was very close.
Damian Priest was my second choice. I think it was your second choice.
Yeah.
I think it was most people's second choice, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Who are you going to go for?
I'm going for LA Knight.
All right.
But I want to do a wild card pick, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Because we're second choices.
We can do wild card picks.
Yeah. I don't think it won't make.
Does the wild card pick have to be someone who's not announced?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And my wild card pick is Big Bronson Reed.
My wild card pick is Randy Orton.
Other people that could appear are like Kofi and like.
Well, we'll come to one that you think might appear. It's a reach. But if you don't reach, you don't grab. I don't know if that holds up in court.
No, I don't think it does.
No.
Vince.
I think next we've got to go for the third and potentially final in the trilogy of Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Something, Cody Rhodes. Kind of got to go Cody Rhodes, I think.
I believe Cody's got to win.
Yeah.
He will win.
If it's the last one, then Cody's got to pick up the win here, I think, isn't he?
It's just that we don't really... it could be what's next for Cody. Might be the challenger of the World Heavyweight Championship. Brock, I don't know. It feels like this is an unofficial number of contenders, but I don't know what the loser will do next. Brock.
Yeah.
What's left for Brock? Really, what is left for Brock Lesnar again?
And also, I don't think Cody, though, is going to be going into the world title picture. Not that world title. He said himself that's not really the title he wants.
It isn't.
So which was a weird thing. He did try to play that out a little, better because I think it was in the press conference for Money in the Bank. But regardless of how he tried to pad it out, the statement really was that's not the title he's interested in going for.
So move to SmackDown.
All right, then we should go to the World Championship itself.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is going to look to defend the championship against Finn Bálor. A lot of different stuff could happen with this one. I think we're going to have very different picks.
All right. Go on then. You go first.
I am going to say I think Finn Bálor will win this. I think he will win the title because I want to move what I said from Money in the Bank that could happen. And half of it happened. Obviously, Damien Priest won Money in the Bank. But the story's been so good with Finn Bálor. Obviously, they've gone back to the whole Universal title situation where he won the title, inaugural champion, but because of the injury he sustained in the match with Seth from that buckle bomb into the barricade.
At SummerSlam.
He had to relinquish the title the next day, so it wasn't even quite 24 hours.
Yeah.
I think it'd just be really interesting if Finn Bálor beats Seth here, and then Damien Priest cashes in on Finn. And he has an even shorter reign.
Be funny.
But there's a story I think you could tell there. There is a story. That's what I'm going to go for. So it's kind of my prediction. I'm saying Finn Bálor wins.
Right, if I say this, Seth Rollins is going to win and Damien Priest isn't going to cash in, I get 2 points then.
I think you can get a point for whenever you think the cash-in's going to be. Even if Finn doesn't pick up the win here, it's Damien... Because that was the idea, right? Finn needs to get the next shot. And then Damien gets a turn. So if Seth does retain here, obviously, then they can still build that friction between Finn and Damien Priest, because Damien's going to be like, well, it's my turn now, and Finn's probably going to be like, no, he wants another one. So it can go both ways. My prediction's a bit out there.
Right.
It is, but if you don't reach, don't grab. Hey, you can't do it twice.
Right. But I'm going for Seth to retain and to face Cody at Payback. Because that makes sense for Payback.
Okay. Well, this is very different opinions here. I wonder if we're going to have the same one for the main event.
Possibly.
I think we probably will. The main event, of course, is Tribal Combat. It will see Jey Uso taking on Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Galactic WWE World Heavyweight Championship. What's it called?
It's the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, isn't it? Is it? Let us know on the graphic. Oh, it is that name. All right. 3 years in the making.
It's crazy.
Near
this is we were saying this the other day. The bloodline really kind of did start with Roman Reigns' return at SummerSlam in 2020. But really where it kicks off is the match from Night of Champions with Jey.
2-3 weeks later.
Which was incredible.
Oh,
Between that and the Hell in a Cell that they had was brilliant. And now we're going to get this, and I think that it's just great. It's just really, really good.
I've loved every single... I don't think there's been a bad segment at all.
Between the two of them.
And throughout this storyline.
Yeah. Anything you hear us talk about Bloodline on, obviously we're always so hot on it, but it's good. And for everybody out there that's really enjoying it, that's what it's all about. You know? Oh, the Tribal Combat. Yeah, this is what it's about.
Not in the crowd because we would start there.
But this is predictions.
Yes.
And we need to give a prediction. I'll give an obvious prediction. Ref bump.
Yeah.
Interference.
Yes.
I know it is a thing. You kind of roll your eyes a little bit at that sort of stuff now because you kind of go, oh god, yeah, of course this is happening. However, in the last 2 matches, Roman Reigns matches, that has happened, but they've played with it a bit.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, they had the Usos turning on Roman.
Yeah.
You still have the ref bump and everything else, and that's what cost Roman the match. Obviously, Solo takes the pin, and then, of course, at Money in the Bank, Roman took his first pinfall since December 2019, courtesy of Jey Uso.
Yes.
And again, there was obviously a bit of, ref bumps and all that sort of stuff in there as well.
It didn't feel like it needed the ref bump.
It didn't, but I think the reason they put it in there now is because they know that we all go, oh god, because as soon as the ref bump happens. But yeah, I think we're going to get that. I don't know how they're going to get to the finish. I don't even want to speculate it. I just want to sit and enjoy it like I've been doing for all the other Bloodline stuff. But I think finish to retain, isn't it?
Roman's to retain. It's just the fact that I haven't watched SmackDown, so I don't know if they announced what the combat rules are. But one story was that it wasn't going to be any interference, but
we all know there's going to be interference. Of course there is.
Yeah, because you go.
It's a no holds barred match basically. So that's obviously why they've not done it for Cody and Brock.
Yeah.
So it will be no holds barred.
You say that, but how many times the Extreme Rules was it like no holds barred or no DQ and then a street fight on the same card? There's a possibility of Jimmy might come back as a threat to betray Jey, which I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, even though they've been a tag team non-stop.
It would feel a bit out of nowhere at the minute.
Then you go. We might get Rikishi. We might get Alpha Asuka. We might get The Rock. We might get whoever is from that family that is still around.
So the reason The Rock, I guess, has been thrown around a bit is because of the current actors and writers strike.
Yeah.
So potentially he could be available.
Yeah, and the fact that Grayson Waller has been attacking The Rock on TV and like doing people's elbow and calling him out, that makes me think that would be the segment The Rock would be on. There's that possibility that he could do that and still do the stuff with Roman.
I suppose so, yeah.
But I think you need to end SummerSlam in on a moment where you go, wow.
I think they will.
Like when Brock came back a couple of years ago, even last year with the tractor.
That was great.
And we had no expectations for that match, and it was amazing. This match is going to be amazing because the Hell in a Cell was amazing. The first match they had was amazing. I'm just waiting. I just want this to be the match that Paul Heyman described at Money in the Bank pre-show. I'm expecting this to be violent, to be brutal, and to be amazing.
And I think it will be all of those things. Yeah. And it's always tricky when you sometimes lump all of those expectations into something. It can be very easy to be disappointed. But I do genuinely think that this is going to be great.
It's going to be amazing.
But those are our predictions. Why don't you let us know what your predictions are? You can do that down in the comments below. You can also like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your neighbour, share it with your dog, share it with your dog's mates, share it with
the cat.
Yeah, share it with colleagues.
Share it with Share.
Share it with Share. Make sure Share sees these predictions.
Were you thinking of songs like I was?
Yeah. If I could turn back time.
If you can turn back time, you make your predictions right, like mine aren't going to be.
Oh,
if you believe.
That was a pretty good burn, actually. I can't even come back to that one. But wherever you are in the world, we hope you are well. Stay safe, look after each other, and we'll catch you again soon. Enjoy SummerSlam.
Because we will.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday afternoon, because we can't watch it.
Yeah, too old to be staying up that late now.
And I've got work in the morning, so I can't really do it.
Nah, that's an afternoon job.
Yeah.